I am from a cold city called Tabriz. My hometown is an interesting place. It is in the middle of a mountain chain. It looks like reddish. It's because it's very iron rich. It is a very stuck up place. It has 2,500 proven city record that people live as a civilization and beyond that even. I would say the best kebabs in Iran you would find in my hometown. I was always interested in chemistry as it was my passion. I used to enjoy it. That's why I chose as my top choice when I was going to study. I was so clear about it. Then when I learned about enzyme in last year of my bachelor's, I got really fascinated and then I studied this field in my PhD. But I learned more about the problems that is having. The potential is there, but the problems are there. Because we always thought everything works perfect in industry and they can engineer any enzyme or develop any process at time and good cost, but it was not true. We started microfluidic-based enzyme engineering from that angle. And when we wrote the patent, then I said, this is time for me to leave, and I had that entrepreneur plan. So that's how my journey started. And then I was friends with Payman, we talked and we teamed up, and the rest is history. Entrepreneurship is kind of spirit and it's kind of character. It's not like register yourself in some program and you become entrepreneur. I was always entrepreneur. I used to sell candies to my cousins and they used to pay me, so it was fun. And my family side, especially my dad's side, they're all entrepreneurs. All of them, they have their own businesses, so I could have followed that path, but I had strong interest in science and education. I used to law going to school, and I started to explore what is startups. I learned more about it and how the tech startups can impact. You have to be really thick-skinned in a way. Entrepreneurship is not doing something simple. It's about taking tough problems and solving them, but in a way that you have to carry like passion. You should be very interested. Of course, you have to be interested in making impact. So there's so many different characters, but to me the top ones are really like you have to be very tolerant, you have to be thick-skinned, you have to be really passionate, and you have to really have that mindset of you want to solve problems. Allozymes clearly started with the idea to make enzyme engineering and enzyme development in general much better in terms of speed, in terms of affordability, in terms of scalability. But we know if we are successful in that, it will stretch the boundaries and it will go beyond that, stretch the boundaries of enzymes, because enzymes are still bound to what we know about them in first place, and even if we know everything about them is about natural enzymes which are in nature and helping nature's problem, but we have a lot of synthetic issues. We are building the whole platform of it, the hardware of it, the microfluidic base we have, and then data sets that we are generating, and we are deploying that data sets. We are building that whole set of needs that we have. We have customers from different sectors with different issues. Because natural things have limits, right? Nature is amazing, but still not everything works only with natural things, but they go beyond, right? And enzymes are, I believe, same. They have good capacity in their natural forms and they are helping us very well, but this is like really scratch of what enzymes can do. They can do much more if we learn more about it, and just nature didn't do that because nature didn't need it. That is all about being more green, more sustainable, because enzyme itself is renewable. The process of it is almost always deals with water, which is recyclable. The process itself is in nature. You are just accelerating it and doing it more scalable manner, right? Now most of things are driven from sources that are limited, and not only limited, we have just learned that they are polluting and they are just having long-term impacts that we cannot continue. We believe with these technologies that we are building, we are accelerating that bioeconomy of the future, which will be the main pillar, because there's almost no other way than tapping into biotechnology. That's how Earth survived billions of years. And Allozymes is helping in terms of accelerating it and in terms of making it more accessible to many